I like the idea of just bringing you with me everywhere I possibly go. So even in moments of darkness, I'd like you to accompany me. And I'm feeling so many different things. The spiritual hunger thing is just biggest of all. And you know what else? I keep getting tempted to go to Old City Subs. And I'm thinking about going there now. However, I have all the ingredients at home to make the exact same sandwich. So perhaps I'll just go home and make myself a sandwich, even though it's not really the thing that I always do. Perhaps it's something I need to do more often. Make myself food. I'm so bad at taking care of myself, you guys. Like, there are nights where I'm just like, no, I don't want to take a bath. I think it's been like that the last 2 nights where I was like, no. And so I ended up taking a bath this morning. Which is no bueno. I'm supposed to be, as a healer, that is a big way how you cleanse, essentially, like spiritually too, to take a bath in salt. And I've been finding my Epsom salt for $5 for 8 pounds. And I love investing in that. However, I try to not also do it every single bath. For example, I totally did not use any salt this morning. I'm attempting to be conservative. At the same time, I just wiped my butt with a bunch of money, basically, to, get the leashes and things like that. I like to think YOLO. And I'm a big person that loves to give. So I imagine anything I don't make use of, I will give to someone who can make use of what I have. And I do hope to continuously engage, like basically using the additional leash and collar. So perhaps, okay, I'm a weird energy person. I don't want to use this leash and collar on anyone else. So once I am no longer engaging in this fetish lifestyle relationship with this awesome man, which may be never, which might be soon as well, who knows. However, I am so looking forward to finally doing this. I've had this discussion with several subs. However, I've never gotten this out before. I have never gotten to do this, and I would like to do all of it. Drinking out of a bowl, pulling on the leash, the whole being on his knees and putting the collar on. Pet jesters come. It's gonna be fun. We're also discussing about doing some public stuff, which is also really fun too. I'm really into like human furniture and public submissive stuff. I know it's bizarre, and sometimes it can even get a little uncomfortable, because a lot of times we have these fetishes and these fantasies within our minds, and then when we're presented with the opportunity to do it in person, a lot of times we chicken out. For example, I can tell you, like, one of the most common ones is girls that think that they like girls. However, as soon as you have a girl like that, you become totally not interested. It's like you have no interest in really eating or participating in that manner. That kind of reminds me of an awesome video I actually shared today about being carnivorous, and how so many people take pride in our jerks about eating animals, essentially, yet our teeth, our intestines, everything points that we're supposed to be vegetarians. And they said, if you're a real carnivore, go eat an animal, the fur and everything. Now, I will say that I actually know some people that are totally, basically that carnivorous, and would absolutely kill with their bare hands and eat and just deal with everything. Now, I don't know if they would eat the fur and everything like that as much as this guy was saying that. However, one thing I enjoyed the most was how he talked about presenting an animal for a baby to kill in front of it, or an apple, and see which one the kid would do first. Think about on animal instincts. And then also, there's another video I shared on my Facebook today, and it was talking about how brainwashed we are, being told that we have to eat animals in order to get our protein, when really all the strongest animals, the elephants, the primates, rhinos, basically all the strongest animals in the jungle, they're all herbivores. And I enjoyed that excessively, and how it talked about how the only reason why that the animals we eat have all the protein is because of what they eat, and how it's recycled through them, and how we're just basically eating the leftovers. Yes, I was just making sure you're still there. So that happened. Now, I also had this other thing happen. I actually had two things that happened that I'd like to discuss. Okay, so all those videos showing up today, I felt like it was a strange synchronicity. And my mind drifted to like a negative, dark place, basically, where it was like, I thought about the Dark Force, if you will, like where they wanted me to know this information, and that there was some sort of benefit that came from me knowing it, and how it could be used for bad. And I'm confused because I was reading the comments and someone was trying to say that they were trying to get us all to eat, not eat the animals, so it would all be weaker people. So there's a lot of controversy there. And now another part of me is being told that Source, or God, wanted me to also see that information because it's important to my journey as well. And I know that's a huge transitional process, and that's definitely a direction I like to go on the health division, where I'm treating my body like a temple and I'm putting all the right things to give me fuel, and I'm aware of the chemicals. That's another thing. I'm pretty sure I shared this other video which broke down one of the cereal brands. I forgot which one. It's supposed to be a huge Satanist company. You know, if you do your homework on that stuff and the conspiracies or whatever. That company puts a certain carcinogen inside all of its cereals. And now there's actually another movie that I really want to see that I found out was on Netflix, and if Dennis is home, perhaps I will offer and put it out there for us to actually watch Pet Food on Netflix, which is all about the whole pet industry, and I vision it being the pet version of Food Inc. And I also find it fascinating that actually it seems like they want us to become conscious and aware. I can't put all the puzzle pieces together. However, it makes me think of something that Aquadude was actually saying to me today about how we have like this circle, and on one side is all the good stuff, and on the other side of the circle is all the bad stuff, and somewhere in the middle, basically, it circles back around and it hits the same spot. However, there's still a line that goes all the way through, and then how the line all the way through, basically, you're trying to get ahead, and how sometimes you can go backwards and stuff, yet every time that you go around, you hope to move or like forward and truly learn from your mistakes, kind of thing. So that makes me think about how where, again, there is no bad and good, and everything has a purpose. And I want to say evil things like, yes, even the death of individuals, there is a symbolism that's there. Now we can go on almost a cosmic level, like when one of my relatives passes away, that they will suddenly be with me more. Or because this person in your life committed suicide, it caused the family to come together more, and it came to make you appreciate life more and to also understand other people and their pain and sadness and things like that. I know right now things might not make a lot of sense. However, it tends to make more sense in the future. And now I'm struggling to think of the second thing I was thinking about. Synchronicities. Okay, so how do I tell this story? Okay, so let's be honest. So I drank milk today, and Aquadude is actually what is it called? It's gonna drive me bonkers. I can't think of it right now. I'm gonna have to skip it, even though it's gonna drive me crazy. It has to do where you can't have milk, you can't have dairy products. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I wanted to say that I have suddenly become that, or I don't even know what happened, but suddenly, yes, baby, my tummy became really upset, and I had to use the restroom, right? So I go to the restroom, and I'm in there, and then I see this thing on the ground, and I think to myself that it's a diamond, or like I imagine, what if it was a diamond? And then I started, for some reason, my mind just instantly drifted to about how we manifest things and about visualizing create kind of thing. And then so I started thinking about my youth and how I used to always be focused on finding money on the ground, and then somehow I would always find money. And so I started thinking about putting the intention out there, if I basically focus on diamonds, that somehow diamonds could come into my life. And then I had this weird experience today where I received an email from someone trying to get me to do trade for print photography. And you know me, you know my portfolio. I worked so hard on my portfolio, and I've spent so many hours doing trade for print already. And it's very obvious that I have a chemistry with the camera. I know what I'm doing. I know how to pose. And it's just something that I'm gifted at. And I'm also talented behind the camera, right? So that's part of my journey. Anyway, this person, he wants to trade for print, and I'm just as professional as possible. And they say that they're a pirate, so I imply paid assignments only, lad. I said it in the most gentle way I could. And then I get an email back literally a few hours after this bathroom fantasy vision, and he offers me diamonds in exchange for trade for print. Now, I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. For some reason, I'm sorry isn't actually an appropriate thing to say. It's better to say I apologize. And I'd have to speak with my spiritual teacher why that is exactly. However, I can feel the resonance difference. And I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I'm not interested in doing that. I love crystals, I do. It just doesn't feel right, and it's not professional. And the fact that this person doesn't seem to understand and recognize I'm professional and legit, it's kind of frustrating in itself. Now, I'm approaching my home, and I've got George on my lap right now. He's getting comfy, and I'm gonna go play with him in the house on the harness for a little while. Maybe I'll take a video. And I'm also interested in making dinner. So I'm going to maybe make myself a tuna sandwich or something. Bless you. If I make myself a tuna, he can have some tuna juice. It's getting too long. I love you. Goodbye. Till next time.